Hello, here in today's video I'm going to implement is the scrolling behavior, which is something that I already did specifically by here. In this case I just have these two tabs where when I click here it will navigate to that. No, it fails. Love it, because I changed the name of the function underneath the hood. Okay, so now if I click here it will go to the page 2 and click here on the page 1. So I'm going now to fix is the navigation to update the number of pages that we're getting from the PDF and the style. So now that I go back here to the code and get to the scrolling behavior, smooth scrolling, and I'm just going to pass the number of pages here to the pagination as a props, which is pages in plural, number of pages. So this will be if a reactive reference that is going to receive here. So here I need to define this as a props. So if I go back here to the view 3, I want to know how can I receive property here. So let me switch back to the browser and here look at the props. That's right. And here. Okay, so this is how you define props declaration. Props declaration, props passing details, define props, one way data flow, that's right, props validation, and Boolean casting. So props declarations here, using the script setup for that, the composition API, that's right. So view components require explicit props declaration so that view knows what external props pass to the component. Should be treated as fall through attributes, which will be discussed in this dedicated section. So in single file component, using script setup, props can be declared using the define props macro. Awesome. So using the define props macro, we can define our props. So view knows what the properties are receiving this component. Okay. All right. And also to make it much more TypeScript friendly, we can do things like this. Typing components props, typing components emit, typing ref, typing components props, typing components template ref, typing template ref, typing components props is this. Okay, cool. So here, now back to the code. Come on. So back to the code. Here we define is the props as a macro called define props, where here we can do this. If we want to make this more TypeScript friendly, you can define things like, well, the pages, which is a number, okay, and call then this function. All right. So that's great, because now that I'm passing is the number of the number of page from this PDF, it is time to render based on that. So I'm going to render using the v4 directive, where here you're going to have a page that comes from the pages. Okay. Use the key property to improve the performance of list rendering. So you're going to pass the page. Okay. And prevent this behavior by default. And anytime you render a function, well, you're going is to call the smooth scrolling. However, another thing important to keep track in the pagination is to define the current page. Meaning is this function or this current page at the beginning will be 1. Okay, just by default. The current page of this is 1. Okay, so in our class here, like this, without outline, this is more like the view, focus, visible, outline, indigo. Interesting. Okay, on focus, this is now going to the Tailwind CSS style for that. Okay. Then if I look at the docs here, at the course functionality, specifically, blah blah blah, focus visible outline, focus visible outline 2, and outline. Okay, so outline here, this is part of the styles here, exactly from the bottom. Okay. 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 Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. That's right. That's right. So now it's rendering all of these elements here. Okay. So here what I'm gonna do is to say, hey, if the element is focused, which means is um, so for example, mhm. So if the element here, we're gonna paste this. If this element, if the current page is equal to the page number, well, this is the style that you're gonna put here. This is all the style that you're gonna put here, right? Okay. However, if not, okay, otherwise you're going to render this like this. Okay, otherwise you're gonna render this as a empty or as a non-selected element, right? And I just want to render is the number of pages. So this must be wrapped is on an object. Okay. Oh, I think this is the other way around. So you're gonna set this a lot of styles if the current pagination is the same. So now it's able to render all of this. Okay. And we also need to update is the current page. where here we're receiving is the page, and here we're receiving is the page for this. Alright, and the name of the element that we need to look for, which is page or number, page number, page number. Okay, page number like this is something that we're going to receive as a number, and this, my friend, will be used as a template string. So we're going to pass this as a template string. Okay. And then we need to update the current page for that, which is the value with the current number, the current page that we're getting, with the current page that we're getting. Okay. And now we should scroll directly to that particular page, which is awesome. Okay. So if we want to add some elevation here, for example, elevation, or some box shadow, but this is not to the pagination, we can do that. But we want is to cast this shadow is over this. Okay. All right. Okay, pretty straightforward and clean. Pretty straightforward and clean. Yep, that's right. That's all, by the way. That's all. So yeah, so that'll be all for this. So with that, let me push this chain git status here. So anytime it loads this, okay, because I stopped the dev server. That's what happened. Okay. No, the current pagination is 1. So let me reload this. Okay, so on the initial loading is this. And let me change, modify the indigo here. That's right. Okay. Cool. So git status here. So I can now add this, all of them, which is with a commit message that is scroll navigation. Okay. Scroll navigation. So I got this. That's right. And now it is time to deploy our application. But first, let me go to the Nuxt configuration. In this case here, to the Nuxt file. So this is our application. Okay. So on loading, it actually do this. Okay, because our server, because I stopped the dev server. Yep, it will load that. Yep, it will load that. All right. Meanwhile, okay, now it is loading the component here and render that. Okay, and you can navigate to this page inside of the file. Okay, that was actually cool, pretty cool, interesting. And now it is time to deploy this app. So if I go to the documentation here and get started, the deployment section, where here I just want to do as a server-side rendering like this. So Nuxt generate here, but because I want to host that statically through any one of this, let's use Vercel for that. So one of the great things of using Vercel is that we only need to push our code, right? And Vercel will automatically detect the preset. In this case, the Vercel preset. So let's going to do that. It's going to import our not here. So we're going to import this. Okay, import this repo. So when you do things like this, you just want to add just only one repo. All right, and select the repo that I want to share. In this case is the PDF reader. That's right. Save it. You should be able to see here. Okay, so import that. Okay, so we can use the Nuxt generate for that. In our case, since we're using is Nuxt deployment here. Okay, I just want to hold that statically. So use the Nuxt generate. Okay, there is no environment variables. And let's go to deploy our code. So underneath the hood, what it's doing is to call that server, install all the necessary dependency on that container, especially with Node, then install the dependency for your application, okay, which is what is what it's doing right now, and then build the application, okay. So compile that and build it for production, okay. Import a security rest, in my case, issue with modifications. That's right. And there you got it. So, interesting. Very, very, very interesting. That it wasn't able to load what I... Wait a second. This actually is not the code, by the way. That's actually is not the code, my friend. This actually is not the code, my friend. Interesting. That actually is not the code, my friend. Git push origin main. Alright. So what I will do here on the deployment is now launching a new deployment CI/CD pipeline. Okay. Which is building all of that, building for production, render that, deploy complete, and if I visit the website now, that's right. That's right. Okay. Interesting. Oh, because it didn't add that style on bigger screen. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so now let me record a quick video here of this. Okay, cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. For real. And that'll be all for this video. Take care. Bye bye.